Yeah, very busy morning for firefighters here in Lebanon battling a fire, the church fire, the AME Church here, and they're in the process now of getting ready to wrap up and really getting ready to depart the scene. We've seen a number of vehicles go ahead and already depart the area. So a lot of the work has been going on that we saw in the back of the church on the upper floor there. It looks like they still left the light in there, but the smoke has stopped coming out, and firefighters still in the process of wrapping up their gear and making their final preparations before they go ahead and leave. So this area of downtown Lebanon is still blocked by fire apparatus, but a lot of the firefighters have already gone ahead and head back to the station. I'm Dan Carroll in Chopper 9.
Dan, thank you. As we were using your live pictures there, joining us on the phone right now is Dr. Karen Schaefer, the pastor at the Bethel AME Church in Lebanon. And Dr. Schaefer, sorry to talk to you under these circumstances. I know you're working away from the church today outside of Lebanon, but what have you been told about the fire, the extent of the damage, and if there are any injuries?
Well, I am in Kentucky taking care of my mother, and I've been in touch with the officers and members of Bethel. No one is hurt, to my knowledge, in terms of what I've heard, and we're very grateful for that. Of course, the people are in shock, and we're all devastated at what's happening with our church, and thankful for the response of people in the community who are reaching out to us already. I'm seeing the pictures from Channel 9. I can see on the computer, so I'm just requesting the prayers of our community because this is devastating to us.
That church has such a history in the city of Lebanon. You guys celebrated your 150th anniversary in 2011. Can you tell us more about the history of that building?
Yes, it was dedicated in 1861, and it's a very important historic site for our town and for our community, because people who had been held in slavery and came across the river into Ohio built the older part of the structure beginning in 1857 and dedicated the church in 1861. People from Wilberforce University, pastors would ride over on the weekends and gather with people in their homes. And then the people constructed that church together. It has a long history of providing spiritual care in the community. So we are just going through a period of shock right now. We request the prayers of our community.
You mentioned that you've already had some members of the community reach out. What were they telling you?
Well, I've had texts and calls from our ecumenical community, from friends from St. Patrick's Episcopal, friends from the United Methodist Church next door, reaching out to let us know that they're here for us. So we're grateful for that. And of course, the officers and members of Bethel have been in touch, going over to the church and just reaching out to one another.
Dr. Schaefer, we appreciate the update. Sorry to talk to you under these circumstances. While we have you, we'll pass along our well wishes to your mother as well. And once again, covering the fire that is at that church that was built in the mid-1800s in Lebanon this morning has been some of the breaking news that we're following. Let's move